Hi, my name is Laura Janeski. My partner Savannah and I originally started by reading lay articles to get a basic understanding about current research being done in the world. Savannah and I were both interested in behavioral animal sciences. We learned about the way dogs can help people with disabilities, seizures, and mental illnesses, and decided that doing research involving them could benefit many. However, we also began to notice that there weren't many studies comparing wolves and dogs and looking at the evolution of wolves. This inspired us to compare the evolution of people pleasing from wolves to dogs. Savannah and I both read journal articles to gain a better understanding of our topic. We collaborated together, sharing articles that we thought would pertain to our overall experiment. When we had questions about our research or needed advice, we reached out to the authors of the articles. In order to conduct our research, we each emailed 10 facilities in the surrounding area. Rebecca Bowes from the Wolf Conservation Center and Gina Riciccio from the Danbury Animal Welfare Society agreed to let us use their shelter and subjects. They both supervised us to ensure our and the subject's safety. The trials lasted from June to September, and after they were completed, Savannah and I analyzed the data and put together this presentation. Prior to the project, we spent our time reading journal articles and contacting mentors so we could learn about the temperament of wolves and dogs in order to create a feasible experiment. Originally, we thought of an experiment that tested the differences in memory from wolves to dogs. We presented this idea as proposed research at CT STEM, and although we won an award for this, when we looked into the logistics, the experiment wasn't feasible. After contacting more professionals, we became concerned that the wolves might not interact with us. We let the act of people-pleasing be our dependent variable in our new study. In early February, Savannah and I traveled to nearby shelters to meet with Rebecca and Gina and survey where we would be. We were faced with many setbacks when we started looking for facilities to execute our research. The dog rescue facilities told us that our research would be impractical to do. Their dogs were too traumatized to be working with strangers, or we would not be able to give them any food as rewards because their diets were too strict. Some facilities simply didn't have enough dogs to conduct our experiment with. However, when we finally found the Danbury Animal Welfare Society and the Wolf Conservation Center, they both worked with us to ensure that we were able to carry out our experiment. Now that we had the facilities, another problem that arose was trying to figure out how to separate the wolves during the experiment because we were not allowed to remove them from their enclosure. Initially, we planned to have one of us observe and take notes while the other held the toys up to the fence. However, we decided to record the trials while we both held up the toys to the fence, standing about 2 feet apart and giving the wolves the option to go to either of us. Zephyr ended up going to me most of the time, while Nakai went to Savannah most of the time. Aleoa was very timid of us, but occasionally when Zephyr and Nakai walked away, she would approach one of us. Thank you.